So it was time for Dick the Boozer and the Boar Horseman to pull up in their pickup truck. And when they walked in the back of the arena from the parking lot, did you see Boozer almost got lost and walked into the wall?
Yep.
Stopped short and turned right and went the complete opposite way to get in the building. And it was a 6-person mixed tag team match with Boozer and Shafir and Gabe Kidd, with Claudio and Useless in the corner, against Mark Briscoe, Willow Nightingale, and Hong Kong Phooey. Now I have a couple of questions. Dad, in the mixed tag team environment, the men wrestle the men, the women wrestle the women. Right? So first off, Speedball was confused. There were no children. They had one team where they had 2 men and a woman, but his team had the man, the woman, and he was the child. They had no opposing child, so he didn't know which side to tackle.
Did you see when he threw the kicks at Moxley? And then Moxley
Unfortunately,
sold it by just not selling it and rolling out of the ring.
And normally I would be upset, but I wouldn't sell that fucking grasshopper bullshit either. It looks like an actual legitimate grasshopper trying to kick somebody. Have you seen Gabe Kidd before? Or is this the first time?
I never watched a full match. I've seen clips of his stuff in New Japan. I'm not a big fan of modern New Japan. I haven't been in a while, so I haven't really watched it. I haven't watched him. I never saw a full match before.
So I was just going to ask, is this as good as it gets? Because what the
well, they set him up for a good feud with Willow, I think.
Well, and he might be able to handle her, but I think she may be a little fucking too much for him, because we just mentioned as they brought in Josh Alexander, a fucking bald guy with a beard, and now they bring in this other guy, a bald guy with a beard. But now that I've seen Gabe Kidd without a shirt on, he don't look anything like Josh Alexander. This pale, paunchy, flabby fucking, what the fuck? He looks like he just got off work at the fucking Valvoline and ran over there. He's wearing sweatpants with it. Was it a karate belt or just some kind of belt that was hanging out the front of his fucking pants about 1.5 feet? And he started out the match with a phony punch and forearm exchange with Briscoe, and then they all jumped in a 6-way and a blah, blah, blah. And this thing went through 2 breaks, but Gabe Kidd, seriously? Who looked at that fucking 8x10 glossy and said, boy, we need him on television? And then finally, the finish was a mess. Claudio got up and distracted Mark Briscoe right in front of Aubrey Ed. He actually stepped in the ring, and Mark goes that way and he steps out. But they both had to stand there forever. Claudio on the floor and Mark Briscoe in the ring, just staring at each other while time stood still, because Commander was supposed to come out from the other side, jump up on the top rope, walk the top rope from one side of the ring to the other, and then jump off on Claudio, who had to stand there and catch him, because they're fighting on Collision Saturday. And then they fought off, and then Moxley got the choke on Briscoe, and the other's heels grabbed the other faces, and Aubrey Ed ignored that the other illegal people were in the ring fighting and whatever, and just called for the bell. That, again, a team with a girl and Hong Kong Phooey on it, and they beat Mark Briscoe. A just stationary fucking finish where they just held the baby faces down and just beat them. What'd you think?
I hate the Death Riders. I hate Moxley's matches. I wasn't really impressed with Gabe Kidd. I don't know about him spitting at Willow. They're really pushing the man versus woman thing as far as they can go right now. It's going to go further, I think.
Oh, well, they beat him up on pay-per-view. You can do that over there.
I'm not a Claudio fan. I wish he wasn't on this show, but I guess if there was any kind of consolation, if there was a consolation, there'd be a lot of other things. if there was anything to look forward to, it's him versus Commander in a feud. Or I guess just a match. Why did Commander interfere? Commander has a match with him. There's no feud, is there?
No, they're just there. They have a match on Saturday. So in Tony's mind,
so he's got to chase him away. Well,
anyhow,
yeah, and no to any of this.
No,